show. Turn it up loud, let the whole world know. Straight out of Ruston, repping on the flow. Dallas Cowboys on my chest, let the star glow. Bugs got the podcast, speakers on blast. Talking about the game, every moment gon' last. Snaps in the back, bass hitting low. Crowd in the stands, watch the energy grow. Cowboys Nation, ride or die crew. If you doubt the star, we coming for you. Told you so. Yeah, I told you so. When them Cowboys win, everybody know. I told you so. I told you so. From Ruston to Dallas, let the fire blow.
It's a damn shame. What's next? We did all of that talking. We did all that fumbling around. And we still going into the bye week below 500. What's next? You want to blame Dak? Should I blame Dak? Okay, let's go for it. Let's blame Dak. It was Dak's fault. So what didn't Dak do? Oh, Dak didn't throw enough touchdowns. Oh, Dak didn't make enough rushing yards. Oh, Dak couldn't stop the other wide receiver from scoring a touchdown. Oh, what else didn't Dak do? I started off like this with Dak because that's my $60 million man. And all y'all want to do is put the blame on Dak when the Cowboys lose. Y'all forget, I keep telling you week in and week out, it's a 53-man roster. All y'all do is count one person. Somebody want to put on my poster, y'all need a quarterback. What did my quarterback do? I'm asking you. Tell me. What Dak didn't do. One thing he didn't do is play defense. Did you see Dak get out there and block that punt? Oh, Dak don't play special teams. Did you see Dak fumble that ball? Oh, Dak wasn't running the ball. Yeah, he threw an interception, but that's what y'all look forward to. Why? I have no idea. But that's my quarterback. And I tell you, week in and week out, you want to know why he's a $60 million man? Because he don't throw the other team members under the bus. What's going on, Wayman Mo? Yeah, it was a good pickup today. But the thing about the Cowboys, we got to protect the ball. We fumbled the ball 4 times yesterday. 4. Even Pickens fumbled the ball. Williams fumbled the ball. Dak threw an interception. Protecting the ball is what cost the Cowboys the football game. Not to mention the offensive line trouble. Tyler Guyton got whooped every snap by Sweat on yesterday. Take a look at the film when you guys do. Y'all always talk about this Dak. Oh, Dak, get rid of the ball. Dak was running from his life on this left side. On the right side, Terrence Steele revert back to the old Terrence Steele of the last 2 years. Trash. Why they don't put Thomas in their right tackle? They finally did. But some telling me they're going to have to refigure the offensive line and put Tyler Guyton on his natural right side and put Nate Thomas on the left side. Because we're struggling at the offensive line as of last night. That was a big loss last night against the Arizona Cardinals. Once again, we made another backup quarterback look like an all-pro. But the thing about it is we couldn't protect the ball. Ferguson gave up the lunch money. Let's not mention, we ain't gonna forget him. Williams gave up the lunch money. Ferguson gave up the lunch money. Pickens gave up the lunch money. Dak gave up the lunch money. But y'all want me to blame Dak. Why? Because it's so easy to blame number 4. I wish I knew why you guys do that. What do you guys got against Dak Prescott? Dak calls the plays that are repeated in this earpiece. He runs the play as forecasted. If the play don't work, it ain't Dak's fault. Now, a lot of times, what Prescott does is take the blame. That's why he get paid $60 million, to take the blame for the shortcoming. And we know it ain't the offense, but last night, my offense wasn't as consistent. So I can talk about my own team and critique my own team. I know you guys tune in to find out because you can't tell me nothing about your team when your team lose, but you can focus on my team when my team lose. How evident is that? Yeah, that's why you tune into this right here. But the thing about it is, we America's team. So when we lose, y'all tend to point the finger at number 4. What about the missed passes that CeeDee Lamb dropped? What about the missed assignments that Tyler Guyton cost in the first series of the game? When we got down inside the red zone, Tyler Guyton blew his block. Sweat almost crushed Dak. But y'all kept fussing at Dak because he couldn't get rid of the ball. Hell, he couldn't see nobody because my offensive line didn't hold up. I told you guys in the summertime, the key to the Dallas Cowboys' success is a healthy Dak Prescott. Dak didn't complain when Calais Campbell landed on his ankle. He got back up. He went right back to the next play. Y'all keep forgetting that. Now, I don't know, Terrence, what's going on with Mingo. Mingo is still trying to figure out his way. And I noticed they didn't even play Tobit last night. So, Terrence, with them not playing Tobit last night, I thought Tobit was going to get traded today. Mozzie Smith did. But the thing about it is they didn't play Tobit last night. Flannery got all the snaps last night at the number 4 receiver. Turpin got all the snaps last night at the number 3 receiver. But the thing about it is we failing to be consistent on offense. That's why when we get behind, Dak got to throw the ball 1,000 times. I'm blaming my offense right now. Yeah, everybody talk about we got the number 1 offense, our offensive this and our offensive that. Last night, our offense didn't produce enough points to win the game. At the end of the day, ain't that's what Coach said on TV? We play to win the game. Cowboys didn't win. Why? Because we resorted back to that stupid crap of just showing up because the lights are on. We can't do that. You got to protect Dak Prescott. You got to run the ball. I mentioned last night at halftime, run the ball, we could get back in the game. But we also got to come up with a key defensive stop, which I'll talk about the defense in the second segment. We couldn't get one. But guess who y'all blame? Dak Prescott. Why? Tell me why they blame Dak Prescott. You know, we got a all-star offensive lineup, but we didn't produce on yesterday the allowed points to win the game. The offense didn't score what, 1 touchdown? Maybe 2. I think they scored 1 touchdown. Special teams scored the other touchdown. Sam Williams blocked punt, covered by Nealon in the end zone. But you know, we tend to always blame someone instead of blaming the right one. Y'all want me to continue to blame Dak Prescott? So be it. That's my quarterback. I ride and die with Dak. The Cowboys ride and die with Dak. But y'all don't understand is that front 5, they got to protect Dak. My 2 offensive tackles, they played horrible last night, Rodney Mitchell. Horrible. Terrence Steele, Tyler Guyton, go back to the drawing board. I got my starting center back last night. I got my starting offensive guard back last week. But still, we chasing people in points. Why? Because the consistency of our offense failed us last night. First time all season, I can honestly say, Schottenheimer, you called a bad game. First series, we drove down in the red zone. And if I can remember, I think it was Chris Cunningham even reporting this out was kick the field goal. We go up 3-0. We fail to produce points. We turn the ball over. What does Arizona do? They come down, they put 3 up on the board. Now we down 3-0. Next thing they know, we down 10 because they score a touchdown. So we chasing 10 points. We get our touchdown back. They score up another touchdown, so 17-7. We started chasing points. My offense is yet to stay consistent. You guys want to blame Dak Prescott? Go right ahead. Be my guest. But the fact of the matter is, Mr. Fowler, it ain't Dak's fault. If you don't be consistent protecting the ball, if you don't be consistent with running the ball, if you don't be consistent with your play calling, things like that, what happened last night, is going to continue to happen. Now, it's called trusting the next man on offense. You got to trust that man going to run the right route. It was a play that it was 4th down and 4. CeeDee Lamb ran a route, 8-yard out, when all he had to do was turn around. You got to pay attention to the game. So you got to blame I blame my players. That pass where CD looked like he jumped and was double pumping, that's because he ran the route too deep. All we needed was 4 yards. He ran 8. You got to put your head into the game, Sedarian Lamb. So y'all think I don't know who to get on. I critique my own team better than you can, because the only person that you can name off my team is Dak Prescott. No. Trust the next man, or should I say the man next to you, even on the offense and on the defensive side of the ball. You got to put the trust in that man that he's going to do his job. Dak lost trust last night in Tyler Guy. Sweat told Dak ass off. Arizona defensive line, the unknown Arizona Cardinal defensive line, ate the Dallas Cowboys offensive line for lunch last night. Yeah. Dak Prescott had to get up off his ass last night. First time in a long time. But he had to get up off his ass last night because my offensive line wasn't consistent in trusting the next man. Therefore, we were scrambling on the offensive line, but the key people that were supposed to keep Dak upright, Tyler Booker, Terrence Steele, you failed. That's a problem. And guys, if it continues to be a problem, going into the second half of this season, we didn't pick up any offensive firepower because we already got it. But the thing about it is remaining consistent. You're right, Karen. Lamb was supposed to come back to the ball instead of waiting on it. Lamb has to get in his mind that he needs to come play every snap. I'm going to tell y'all something. Pay attention to CeeDee Lamb. I can scout my own team. When the mouthpiece come out of CeeDee Lamb, he's no longer in the game because he knows the ball not coming to him. And growing up playing football, the coach always say keep your mouthpiece in because that's a dead giveaway. Because it's like you're not getting anything. Lamb takes the mouthpiece out, he runs around and slap him in the chest. The next thing you know, he's not ready for the ball. So yeah, I can get on CD. That's my guy. Just like I get on everybody else players. Lamb failed me last night. See, I critique what's true. Ferguson failed me last night. Key people I even got on my fantasy leagues. Even Pickens failed me last night. He got out of character on one play. I know he was showing it off to the defender that he couldn't hold him, and he pointed the ball and cost me 15 yards. See, those type of plays is what keep the Cowboys from being in contention. The false starts, the holding call, the discipline calls is what keep the Cowboys from moving forward. And they got to change that, because if not, we're going to be looking for the top picks in the draft next year. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm not ready to focus on the draft. I'm more focused on trying to get in the playoffs. And with this offense that we have, when we unleash the weapons that we possess, we got to play off offense. But what's holding us back is playing consistent ball on defense. So I'm gonna give me about a minute and 45 seconds. Give a shout out to my sponsors, and I'll be right back with you. We're gonna talk about the second segment of the I Told You So podcast. Be right back with you.
Are you ready for some football? Football season's right around the corner. Guys, what better way to be in your backyard, watching football, watching the game, in his backyard? This could be you. Give me a call today. Let's get you in the home. That way you can also watch football in your backyard and throw the ball around. Give me a call today. I can get you in the home just in time, right before football season. I told you so.
Got sciatica pain like LeBron James. Can't sleep at night due to pain in your back and joints that you never knew you even had. Or you just frustrated and have migraines that won't leave. Do me a favor. And when you call, tell him I sent you. Call Jalen Ferguson there at Alpha Performance and Wellness. Jalen is not only a chiropractor, he's a mobile chiropractor. He's Graham fam, top of his class. Jalen can help you out, realign your body to where your body can get back to doing the things that you used to do. Give Jalen a call at Alpha Performance and Wellness today. And remember, tell Jalen I sent you. Well, it's football season time, coming around basketball season time. Your favorite teams, you may want to get the gear to match the team that you love. Or you may want to get something for your reunion, class reunion, family reunion, maybe even a family vacation. Or you just want to say a wedding, or even a wedding, even a money bouquet. Call Shell Williams there at Custom Pleasures. No matter what's the size, no matter what's the where the distance, Shell will get it done today. Her work has been seen in Vegas at the Grambling-Jackson State game, at the Cowboys game there at Texas Stadium, and here, right here on the I Told You So podcast. Artwork by Shell and Custom Pleasures. Call Shell today. Upgrade your security. Not only is he professional, diligent and on time and ready to protect you, Derrick Cheney at Cheney Quality Security is ready to upgrade your security detail. Call Derrick from Chicago to New Orleans, Houston to Dallas, LA to Miami. Derrick is always on the job and ready to secure you. Give Derrick Cheney a call, and remember, tell Derrick that I sent you. Now, let's get a little bit gritty. Pardon my language, Pastor, but as you notice, we were welcomed to the same old shit last night by the Dallas Cowboy defense. Eberflus, I don't understand why I wake up on Tuesday morning and he is still the defensive coordinator. I know Jerry Jones gonna forever be the owner until they say ashes to ashes and dust to dust. We cannot avoid that. So why don't y'all quit blaming Jerry? Ain't nothing we could do about that. But Eberflus can damn sure do something about what he's doing. The same shit week in and week out. I keep telling y'all, When they flood the field, they're going to drop it off right behind the linebacker to a wide open receiver. What happened last night against the Arizona Cardinals? We made Jacoby Brissett look like the black Tom Brady. He was doing everything right according to our defense because Eberflus does not know how to make the needed adjustments. Yeah, we got to the quarterback last night. We put pressure on him. We even put so much pressure that for a moment, y'all started making it seem like Deron Bland wasn't doing his job. No, Bland was doing his job, Craig. It's the Eberflus system that has the defensive backs 10 yards off the ball. That's what y'all was witnessing last night. The needed adjustments to play press man instead of playing zone. Instead of playing zone man, play press man. That way we up there jamming the receiver, not back waiting for him to come to us. That's why Bland was looking so bad in the first half. Harrison had over 6 catches, the most catches that he's had in one game all season. It's all because of the Eberflus system. That scheme does not work. And no matter how Jerry sits up in the booth and thinking that, oh, we're going to figure it out after a while, no, it's not getting figured out. And it's taking too damn long. But you got to give props to the players like Ezra Raku. He's coming through. You know, Kenny Clark, he played hard ball yesterday. And the person that everybody say, oh, why we got him, Jadeveon Clowney, I think Jadeveon Clowney truly found the fountain of youth. I told y'all, when we picked him up, I'm not looking for Clowney to give me 9, 10 sacks. I'm just looking for him to be effective for the time that he's in the game. And if you noticed last night, Clowney was very effective pretty much every snap that he was on the field. Eberflus, know your personnel. I'm not counting on Overshawn coming back. I'm not counting on when Diggs come back. Because whomever we put out there in their positions, respectfully or unrespectfully, they look lost too. Why is that? It should not be that way. But they look lost too. Okay, so guess what we do today, y'all? We make a big trade. We get Logan Wilson from Cincinnati. I guess they thinking Logan is the new Sean Lee to patrol the middle of this defense that we got going on. We also go get Quinn Williams. We tried to get Quinn Williams in the offseason, but that didn't work out. So we gave up a first-round pick to pick up Quinn Williams. I know a lot of people wanted us to pick up a defensive end. Why? All the defensive end we've been drafting for the last 3 years was an evidence to let you know we was looking to replace Parsons. So we wasn't looking for a defensive end. We was looking how to stop that middle from getting crushed. They ran the ball on us last night. A no-name running back ran the ball on us last night. But the thing about it is, picking up Quinn Williams, yeah, that's a future pickup that we have to look forward to unless we can come together and finish this season. Because guess what, guys? We need the depth. And my only question is, with Kenny Clark there, and we just re-signed Osa for all that money, and now that we done traded to get Quinn Williams, what is our starting front four looking like? Shall I say Jadeveon Clowney on one side, Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark, and Ezra Raku on the other side? I'll take that. That means now we done spent so much freaking money on Osa to ride the bench. Sherry's not going to admit that. That was a mistake. Because we traded and got a defensive tackle, which we gave up Parsons. And then we do today Kendall, we go out and we get Quinn Williams. I like it. Don't get it wrong. I like it. I even like the Wilson pickup, but you kept me up all night long, Jerry Jones, for me to wake up and we signed a damn Logan Wilson. It didn't make sense. But as he kept everybody on the edge of their seat, wondering what we was going to do next. You know, we had rumors that we was going after Chubb in Miami. I wanted Fitzpatrick because my secondary truly needs help. My secondary is confused. Like I told you guys, no matter who we put out there in replace of Diggs, in replace of Bland, they look confused simply because of the system that Eberflus runs. Yeah, Rodney, we got our Shotty finally got our coach last night. I mentioned that. But the thing about it is, Shotty getting out coach is in reflection to trying to overcome the mistakes that Eberflus presents. That's why we got to get on one accord. Because based upon Schottenheimer's play calling, Eberflus, you have to match that to stop the other team. I think they had 1 3-and-out last night. One 3-and-out all night long. That's freaking horseshit. We make a sack in the second half. And the thing about it is, Fowler made the sack. Oh, great timing on this sack. 3rd and 17. This idiot calls a zone defense. And all Jacoby Brissett did was drop back there and just wait until everybody ran across the field and waited for that back man of McBride and threw him the ball, and he caught it right over the linebacker's head. I keep telling y'all week in and week out, watch the defense. Find out what's the faults on the defense. I told you what it is. Now, the thing about it is, we got troops coming. Yeah. We got them boys coming. We got rebels coming, which makes me think they're probably going to move Diggs to safety. It makes sense. It makes sense. You got Overshawn coming. You just brought on Wilson. On paper, my defenses look like it's forming, but on paper, that's all it is. On paper. We got to get Eberflus to understand the personnel you have, take advantage of it. We blitzed the quarterback last night. You see it made a difference. But then when we played in that zone defense, you see what difference that made. That's why we got to stay consistent. You know, we done made some good trade pickups. Now, in the second half of the season, y'all know we got to run the table. That's the only way we're going to make it to playoffs. By to have our chin. We got to run the table. And if y'all pay attention to the people that we picked up to get in the trenches with Philadelphia. I'm just going to be honest. We picked them up to be in the trenches with Detroit. I'm going to just keep it real. Because what we had, we thought we could go in the trenches. But guys, we were getting whooped. So we're going to welcome back after this bye week. We got to rest a minute. Let everybody get a little bit more acclimated to the game plan. Let everybody get a little bit more acclimated to being off and rest and recouping, because we need it. A little self-evaluation check while we got this week off. Yeah, from CeeDee Lamb all the way to Dak Prescott. I'm not going to leave Prescott out. He's having a hellified year. Pickens, you gave me a great first half of the year. All I need is the consistency to maintain so we finish the year strong and somehow sneak up into the playoffs. That's when we can become dangerous. But the defense has to play with the offense. The offense has to play with the special teams. In other words, trust the man next to you. Trust the man next to you. When Diggs go down, y'all trust Elam. He's only running the plays that the defensive coordinator calls. So don't be mad at Bland for last night giving up all those yards. He was running the defense that was called by our defensive coordinator, Matt Eberflus. So guys, yeah, my gloves coming out because I'm gonna point the blame at who y'all thought I wouldn't. You want me to blame Dak? Blame Dak. You want me to blame CD? Blame CD. You want to blame Javonte Williams? Blame Javonte Williams. You want me to blame Ferguson? Blame Ferguson. You want me to blame Pickens? Blame Pickens. You want me to blame the offensive line? I'm blaming them because they all fucked up. Pardon my French, English, and Spanish. They all messed up. Didn't nobody come to play last night. Bottom line, nobody but Jadeveon Clowney. Because y'all laughed at me when I was happy because of that pickup. And I told y'all, Jadeveon Clowney can play the inside 3 technique, or he can play the 9 technique on the outside, on the defensive line. You laughed at me. But as you saw last night, I was right. Okay, guys, we got another commercial break coming up. I'm going to be back with you in about another minute and 45 seconds. And we're going to wrap this up with a little bit more NFL news, and we're going to talk about your team. Be right back with you.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Brooks, your mortgage broker. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, upgrade, or refinance, I make the process simple, fast, and stress-free. I have several lenders that I partner with. And what does that mean for you? Low rates, fast closings, and most importantly, someone who picks up the phone. I will be with you from pre-approval to closing. So contact me today. I'll be more than happy to help you get in your home. Number is 318-394-1406. Oh, and then I failed to mention, my average close time is 12 days. That's right, 12 days. You can be in your home in less than 2 weeks. Give me a call today.
Well, you've been on your feet all day, your back hurting, your neck hurting, my neck, my back, my knees, my toes, feeling pains and cracks you never had. Well, I tell you, you might need to get your body realigned. Give Jalen Ferguson a call at Alpha Performance and Wellness today. Let Jalen get your body realigned so you can be able to function for tomorrow. And remember, tell Jalen that I sent you. Class reunions, family reunions, vacations, special events, or maybe you just want a money bouquet, or maybe you want a personalized fan. Give Cheryl Williams a call today at Custom Pleasures. And I can say here, this is some of the artwork from Cheryl Williams at Custom Pleasures, my CD Lamb shirt. See, as a supporter of my program, I thank Cheryl because a lot of the clothing like this, Custom Pleasures make for me. So I tell you what, when you get in touch with Custom Pleasures and get Shell on the phone to do you an order, tell her that Derrick sent you. Upgrade your security detail today. No matter if you're going from Vegas to Miami, Houston to Dallas, Texas. Derrick Cheney is there for you, professional, diligent, and on the job, and ready to secure you. So when you get ready to have any special event and you need that personal upgraded security, give Derrick Cheney a call. And remember, tell Derrick that I sent you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't know if you guys were happy with the trades that were made today. As a Cowboy fan, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give the overall trade day a 8. I give the Cowboys trade day a 7.5. But the thing about it is, Seattle made the biggest pickup. Yeah, the wide receiver that they got out of New Orleans, that was huge. Very huge. Because Seattle is balling. They balling. You know, the Eagles have made significant additions to their team. I actually thought that the 49ers was going to make a tremendous push since the Cowboys didn't pick up Chubb. I thought the 49ers were going to make a push at him. But one player that I wanted that the Cowboys didn't even go for was Minka Fitzpatrick. The Cowboys need help at safety. They really do. And missing out on Minka Fitzpatrick, meaning that we're going to settle and rely on Donovan Wilson. I just don't feel that our players are formatted to fit Eberflus's scheme. You know, and then let's talk about Indianapolis Colts. That was huge for Indianapolis Colts to pick up Sauce Gardner. That was big. That is a statement pickup, meaning they're ready to transition to the next level from a playoff team to Super Bowl contention. The Jets gave up a lot of the church's money. I thought Miami was going to give up more than what they did. With Flacco in place up in Cincinnati, I could see why Hendrickson didn't go anywhere. They actually think they have a chance. But guys, this is the NFL. I know a lot of people take the NFL stands for National Football League, but the NFL stands for not for long. And the way Jerry Jones have drug his ass with picking up players for the Cowboys, this season is going to be NFL, not for long. Yes, Rodney, Seattle is very dangerous. And I'm going to tell you who else is dangerous. And people are sleeping on this. New England is dangerous. The New England Patriots are back to playing Patriot football. Dangerous. Very dangerous. The Detroit Lions, they were until Minnesota figured them out this past weekend. The Chicago Bears, well, the Chicago Bears are going to tend to outscore you, which they have been doing of late with other teams. Look how many points they put up on Cincinnati, 49 points. So there's still some teams out there crawling and scratching. And the thing about it is the NFC West may be the most loaded division in football because San Fran is winning. Of course, Arizona won because they beat us. The Rams are winning, and Seattle is winning. Nobody's paying attention to the NFC West. Flip the ball over to the AFC. Yeah, Kansas City had a bad night against Buffalo. And you guys are already hyping up Baltimore to be back in it because of Lamar. Not so fast, my friend. Indianapolis and Pittsburgh may have something to say about that. Just maybe. And I haven't forgot about Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos. They beat us too. First time all season. You know, the Cowboys haven't won back-to-back games, but last night we lost back-to-back games for the first time. You got to not forget about those teams. I don't know if the Cowboys actually can count on beating the Raiders any given Sunday. Anything may happen. And what we got to do here at Cowboy Nation, we got to quit pointing the finger at number 4. Start realizing Dak Prescott is actually doing a great job. Dak Prescott is actually playing all pro football. Dak Prescott is my quarterback. That's my quarterback. All right, guys, I got 3 picks for you. We're going to wrap this on up. My 3 picks of the week. Yes, I'm taking them +5, +4.5 with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm also taking the +2.5 with the New England Patriots. And here's a surprise. I'm taking the +5.5 with the New Orleans Saints playing against the Carolina Panthers. This may be a winning game for the Saints. But the thing about it is, that's y'all team. My team is struggling. We're going into the bye week with a losing record. Laughing stock of the league. But we number 2 in the NFC East. Off the hair of our chinny chin, we can still make the playoffs. And that's the scariest thing, because that person named, y'all know Big Mo? I ain't talking about the rapper out of Houston. Big momentum. Once we get momentum, hopefully, revved up after the bye week comes, because this trade was built for Philadelphia. This trade was built for Detroit. This trade was built for Minnesota. This trade was built for the trenches of the season. Jerry Jones, they call you the gambler. I sure hope you know what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for participating. Thank you for tuning in to the I Told You So podcast. Keep your head up and your prayers up. And guess what? We definitely going to talk back with you next week, because we got a bye week. I got to tell y'all what we did in the bye week as far as getting prepared for the Raiders in 2 weeks. Talk to you soon. Yeah, buddy.
Bugs on the mic, you know the show. Turn it up loud, let the whole world know. Straight out of Rustin, reppin' on the flow. Dallas Cowboys on my chest, let the star glow. Bugs got the podcast, speakers on blast. Talking about the game, every moment gon' last. Snaps in the back, bass hitting low. Crowd in the stands, watch the energy grow. Cowboys Nation, ride or die crew. If you doubt the star, we coming for you.